Okay, using the quadratic equation in applications. A ball is thrown straight up with an initial velocity, v sub 0, of 70 feet per second. Use the formula h equals the nearest one decimal place. So what we're looking at here is, I'm going to draw a little picture for you. It's supposed to pass 40 feet twice if you look at it that way. So there might be two times that this ball is 40 feet. If it goes past 40 feet, it's got to go up and then come back down. They give you this lovely little formula, which I change it just a little bit to h of t, because it's height as a function of time. But I like it because it looks like height, ht. Negative 16 feet per second is gravity. And that's why that's in that formula, v sub 0 t. Well, they give you the v sub 0, so we're going to plug that in here. And the height, they're wanting to know where the height is 40. So I'm going to say 40 is equal to this equation right there. Now, in this unit, we've all seen that, there's a t squared situation. We're going to have to set this up in quadratic form. So the 40 has to go to the other side. So I'm going to write negative 16 t squared plus 70t, and I take this to the other side, it becomes minus 40. And the 0 would be over here, but I just write it on the other end because it's just easier. Now, to factor this would be a lot, but the first rule of factoring is take out the common factors. So we're going to take out the common factor of what will go into all four of those, a negative 2. So if we take out a negative 2 factor, we're left with 8 t squared minus 35t plus 20 equals 0. Now, the negative 2 equal to 0, you can actually just throw that away, but we're going to have to deal with factoring this right here. So I'm going to take it to the next page. Okay, so we've got this right here. We can try all the forms of factoring. The 8 times 20 is 160. You can, keep trying till you find two that add together to give you negative 35. 2 times 80, 4 times 40, 5 times 32, 8 times 20, 10 times 16. Then the next factor is 16 times 10, so it starts reversing. None of those add up to give you the 35. So it is not factorable. Well, we're going to have to use the quadratic formula. Again, I'm not worried about the negative 2. Well, the quadratic formula, you list your A, your B, and your C. You need to memorize your quadratic formula. X is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now we're going to plug in our a and our b and our c. Be very careful with your signs. So it's negative 35. So you got to watch out for that one right there. Plus or minus the square root of negative 35 squared minus 4 times 8 times 20 all over 2 times 8. All right, it's time to start cleaning up, doing some math. Negative 35, I'm going to change colors. Negative 35 is 35 plus or minus the square root. Negative 35 squared is 1225. 1, 2, 2, 5. Minus 4 times 8 times 20. Get your calculators. 640 all over 16. Keep working. We'll take it to the next page. Okay, we're on the next page, and now we've got to still do some math. 1225 minus 640 is 858. Square root of 850. Nope, 585. 585 over 16. The square root of 585. 35 plus or minus. The square root of 585 is, calculator, 241867. 241867. That's 24 point. So I can get my decimal in there. All over 16. So here are your two possible answers. You have 35 plus 24.1867 over 16, and you have 35 minus 24.1867 all over 16. The first one, you say 35 plus 24.1865 over 16, you get 3.699. 3.699. And to the right, when you say 35 minus 24.1867 equals divided by 16, you get 0.675. Now the directions said to round to the nearest 1 decimal place. So one of these rounded here, 3.699 is 3.7 at 3.7 seconds, and the other one rounds to 0.7, 0.7 seconds. See, as it's going up, after 0.7 seconds, it passes 40 feet, and then it reaches a maximum, then it comes back down and passes 40 feet again. So these are the two times in which this object that is thrown upward at certain velocity passes 40 feet.